your Cold War anymore. Oh no. But I have a feeling that we never really move on from our past. Sometimes I just.
Well, good day, folks. You're Ilana.
And you're Sean.
And together we are
The
the
Down
Under
Under
Cruisers.
Cruisers.
Hey, is something missing?
Your hair? What?
No. I didn't have any to start, but you had the bit taken off?
Yes, I've got my new hair tonight or today. Yes, quite a lot cut off.
Well,
sorry, you just caught me.
Well,
having
let
a
me
quick brush
say,
there.
you know, it's few and far between that I'm like this, but let me say, it looks nice.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so it's okay for me to come into the.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go into the
Your
chat.
hair looks very nice too.
Let's welcome the chat, because what I'm going to do, folks, or what we're going to do is we've got an awesome couple waiting in the wings,
Lovely guests tonight.
and we feel actually quite privileged to have them on board with us. So let's just go into the chat first up and say good day to everybody. Crystal, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here.
Hello, Crystal.
Crystal, you made it to being number one, which is 228 trillion P&O Australia points.
Wow.
Which
you
you
lucky,
have
Crystal.
Yeah, you are. You've got to claim them by the end of this weekend, because
They ain't going to be worth it.
no, they're not worth
Anything after that.
anyway.
They're not worth anything before that either.
Correct. Yeah, but I didn't want to say that. Next in the chat, we've got Amy from
G'day,
Amethyst
Amy.
Hayes. Welcome aboard, Amy. Nice to have you here. We've got Michael Ann.
Michael
Welcome
Ann.
aboard, Michael Ann. Nice to have you
Can I
here.
just say, I've been watching Michael Ann's recipes,
Oh, yeah.
her cooking. Yes.
Yeah.
Some nice ideas there.
Has she?
Mm.
You mean it wouldn't set off the dinner bell?
No, what? The smoke alarm will not go off.
Oh, sure. Okay. That's good. Okay. We've got Meg in there as well. Welcome
You've been a
aboard,
naughty
Meg.
girl, Meg.
Oh, Meg's been really naughty along with me.
People laugh.
Yeah, I have to say this. How to hijack a show. I'm waiting on actually Matt and Kimber to come on in, because then they're going to get a huge apology from me,
Oh,
because
dear.
there was a bunch of us who
Oh, dear.
just
Yes.
hijacked the chat, which was amazing. They did a great show, so it's lovely. Meg's asking a very rude question. Do we have the same background for that? No, we don't have the same background. Ours is better. Just wait until you see who we've got on board. Just quickly going through there. Crystal saying, let the games begin. Who's the party favors? Well, wait and see. You guys are going to enjoy them. They're an amazing couple. Okay. There we go.
G'day, Rob.
Rob, g'day, buddy. How you going? Nice to have you on board. And let's see. I think. Laurie.
Laurie.
G'day, Laurie. How are you? Nice to have you here. And there's Lorraine. G'day, Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Nice to have you here. And just a couple more. Oh,
Good
there we go.
afternoon, Philip.
Good afternoon, Sir Philip. How are you?
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, enjoying retirement. Oh, you're not there yet. Almost there. Mr. Tommy Dodson.
Hello, Tommy.
Hey, this is the Meg Show. Heard she had hijacked something. Yes. She. Well, I'm gonna blame Meg for the whole hijack thing. Najuma, welcome aboard, Najuma. Najuma is the consummate supporter.
Absolutely.
She's in everybody's chat.
Always.
So there we go. Okay, let me do this. First up, I've got to bring these folks in.
Yes, welcome,
Guys, you'll see that I've got above Ilana's head there is a logo. It is for an awesome team called Let's Go Travel Tips.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, if you do not have or have not had the opportunity of watching any of their vlogs, you need to get in there and watch. Let me bring them up. Gordon and Allison, welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you here. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Hi.
It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Welcome to Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, it's nice to be here.
It is.
Oh, you should see the sun
Good,
shining
amazing.
beautifully.
What
Yeah,
do you
no.
think of
Is it
Melbourne so
really?
far?
A lot warmer than it is
pretty
here.
warm. It's summertime.
Probably, yes.
So where's home
Yeah,
for
we're
you
supposed to get
guys?
snow this weekend. So
Sorry.
Where's
son?
home for you guys?
Oh, we live about an hour south of Salt Lake City in Utah.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
We live just close to the mountains, and it's beautiful
Beautiful.
here.
Okay, so I need to ask you this question.
Oh, no, you're not going to ask them if they know the Osmond family.
No.
You know what?
I want to know, do they really make salt out of Salt Lake City?
Yes,
Out of this Great Salt Lake, they do.
yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Morton salt factory on the southwest corner of the lake.
So the water is very salty there.
Very salty.
Saltier than the ocean typically.
Like you would
So-
float in it if you go in it.
Yeah.
So where
was gonna
do
ask.
they get the salt from?
It's just because it's the last thing that everything goes to, and so just because it's always been there, there's fresh water coming into it, but really only 2 or 3 different small rivers, and so it just continues to stay there.
Stay salty.
Yeah, there's
Are you-
brine shrimp that
Are farmed there.
right.
They farm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Are you native to that state, or have you come from different places? And
ladies first.
I grew up in Indiana, about 3 hours south of Chicago is where I grew up. And then we moved here for his job.
Right.
But,
I was born and raised in the Los Angeles area.
right.
So, and we met here too.
At college.
Yes.
Yeah. So
But then after a few years, we came back here.
yeah, right.
So here we are.
Yeah.
I just have to go into the chat for a second. Laurie makes a statement to say that Ilana
Yes.
cut her hair.
Thank you.
I just want to correct you. Ilana didn't do the cutting.
Yes, ma'am.
Ilana went somewhere to have somebody cut her hair for her, because if Ilana would have cut her hair, the scissors would have come my way. So
Can I just say I've had this for now 8 days, and no one noticed.
what are you talking about? I
Not
did.
even your parents, and your father is a former hairdresser, and he didn't know.
Yeah, but wait a minute. You've got to understand that Dad is blind. No,
Oh, stop.
he's not.
It's a bit of an irony, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, thank you, Meg.
Meg is taking total responsibility for the stuff ups on the other channel, so that's okay. So Princess Cruises, you've done a bucket load of cruises and so forth. How many cruises have you guys done?
I've done 13 with Princess, and he's done 11.
Yeah.
I did 2 with our daughter when she was grown up before she was married. And so he didn't come
Yeah.
on those. Those were
And
just girls' trips.
And in my younger days, I did 2 before I even met her.
Yeah.
So
Why, I want to
what
know
was
why
the thing?
Princess,
Yeah.
in particular.
Sorry?
Why Princess in particular?
Oh, you know what? I have a sister that invited us on our first cruise in 2014, and she invited us on a Princess cruise. She said she thought that's what we would like the best, and we just loved it. And so we have just stuck with them.
Yeah.
So we know that we need to spread our wings and try some others, but that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
So
They've had the itineraries we've wanted to see, and it's just been delightful.
So what was the reason for the first cruise? What was the thing that got you off?
well, you know, just my sister and her husband invited us, and he always wanted to cruise, and I never wanted to. But I just love my sister, and she's always fun. And so we're like, okay, we'll go on this one cruise, but I'm not going to want to go again after that.
No.
And so we went and had just the very best time. And so there we go. So we've been on all of these since then. So
when we were on that one was pretty much, we said, okay, we got to go again. And we looked forward to 2 years later and went again. And it's just been like, okay, it's time to go again, to go again.
And where was that first cruise to?
Alaska.
Round trip out of Seattle.
Yeah.
On
And they
which ship?
picked where we went. They said, we're going to Alaska. Would you come with us? And so we just went where they invited us. So
You realize now we hate you.
Oh,
because
we've
that's
only been there 3 times.
You know what?
That's 3 times more than us, right?
You know what?
It's on our bucket list.
Sean and Ilana, sometime when you get around to scheduling that, you should tell us, like down the road, so we can do it, and we should go at the same time.
Yes.
Man, that'd be awesome.
Yes,
Fun.
an idea.
That would be
That'd
really
be
nice.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sean doesn't like that. We're not really cold weather people. That's the only thing. Coming from
Well,
Australia, we do like our warm weather, but
The nice thing on an Alaska cruise is that you're on the ship, and so you can just step right in, sight again, and get warmed up.
Yeah.
And if you go in the summertime, usually in the ports, it's not really cold.
So very quickly, back in the chat, we've got Nick P, who's in Rochester, Minnesota again. He was brought back by the Postal Service for another go-round down there, home of the Mayo Clinic. Okay, I'm not going to the Mayo Clinic in a hurry, but anyway, yes, bidet, Nick, bidet.
Hello,
Just a little
Billy
bit of history there. The call for the statement bidet, because Nick cannot pronounce the letter G, g'day, he has to bring in this other thing, right? I mean, what can I say? We've got Captain Billy J Travels. How are you, buddy?
G'day, Billy.
Nice to have you on board with us. And we've got Troy. Welcome
Hello,
aboard, Troy. Nice to have you here. Folks, today we're talking with Allison and Gordon from Let's Go Travel Tips. I don't know about you folks, but we've gotten onto their channel and we absolutely love it to bits. Just very quickly, Tammy is saying g'day to everybody. She paid her admission fee at the door by hitting the like button.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you. And if everyone else could do the same, that would really help our channel very much. And please show some love for Let's Go Travel Tips too. If you haven't met them yet, please go over there. Can you, while we're talking about your channel, Gordon and Allison, tell us a little bit about what you do on the channel, times, live streams and content, etc. Please.
We right now we're every Monday night we do have a live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is 7 p.m. our time. Which what time is that for you down there?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 a.m.
Okay.
11 a.m.
Okay. So and so we've done that every Monday night pretty much since September.
We've missed a few here and there.
Yeah, there's been a few, or there were a couple where we couldn't quite get together. And then we've, since the cruise restart, we've had the grand opportunity to have 3 cruises that we've been on. And so we've been doing a live stream.
That's a hard life.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's
horrible.
We've been cruising vicariously through your trips.
And everybody else.
Everybody's cruising right now. We've been cruising vicariously through that. So,
well, we love watching everybody else's videos too. We watch them and just feel like we're on the ship with them. So
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've, especially as we've ramped up on the Facebook side as well, just to sit there and drop a few pictures here or there, or
absolutely
the live streams. I feel everybody. It's just a participation thing.
Like
it is,
just like this, yeah. So it's just been a lot of fun.
Very quickly, g'day, D. Adams. How you going?
That was Diane.
Hi.
Diane.
I saw Halfwit in there earlier on.
Okay.
There's a guy out of New Zealand. His name is Harvey. Halfwit Harvey.
I haven't seen Harvey.
I thought I saw him earlier on.
Okay. Apologies, Halfwit, if you're there. I'm sorry.
We've got Sharon from the cruising scene. Welcome aboard, Sharon.
Sharon, g'day.
We've got
Gary?
and Gary. Yes, we can't be like that. Okay, Rob from Canada. Sorry, that's Meg. Meg is saying g'day to you folks, and
Hi,
then Rob is saying, okay, Sean, you can now tell us what the activities are for the group cruise. A friend is not watching and traveling today, so please spill the beans. Yep.
Oh, now I must say it's very exciting for Larry. He's popping his cruising cherry. He's not going to be a cruising version anymore.
No, that's right.
As of within the next 24 hours, he's going on his first cruise. How exciting for Larry!
So exciting.
Captain Billy J is saying, if I go to Salt Lake, I'll bring some pepper, then we can have salt and pepper.
And you can stop chasing waterfalls.
Oh yes, that's a good song. G'day, Todd. Listen, mate,
Hello,
you
Todd.
and I need to just keep on doing what we did on that other channel. That was nice. We were on the Fantastic Studios channel, and Matt and Kimbra, they're based in Tampa, and the chat got around to the background. Well, I must be honest, most of the chat was the background, and seriously, we don't know what Matt was actually talking about. But hey, that
got a bit hijacked along the way.
Yeah, sorry about that.
G'day, Cindy.
We've got
our wonderful travel agent for our group cruise.
Yeah, Cindy Spiker. She's our TA for our group cruise. That's going to be awesome.
If anyone is still interested in coming, please reach out to Cindy.
Yes,
sure
and I'll play the
our promo
a little bit later on.
Beautiful.
Todd is saying would have been there earlier, but his last podcast he was watching had a wonderful background. Yes, that's right. Good job, Kimbra. She really did a good job.
Allison and Gordon, have you been to the Southern Caribbean?
This is terrible.
Not the Southern.
All of our cruises, other than our Alaska ones, have been to Europe, except for the one we just took in January. So we need to expand where we've been as well. So that is on our bucket list. Yes.
So we did do Antarctica, though.
Have you got a bucket list trip to Australia, possibly?
Oh, yes. That is on our bucket list as well. Absolutely.
Oh, anything possibly maybe December 2024, 25?
Booked.
I can write that down.
January. Would like to prioritize that.
We're looking to
planning something.
Plan a cruise that leaves Sydney during the Christmas period and comes back into Sydney just before New Year's Eve, so that you can watch the fireworks out of Sydney Harbour.
Or possibly leaves just after New Year's Eve. It all depends on how the dates work.
Wow.
But we'd love everyone to be in Sydney for New Year's Eve somehow, before or after. And it'll be summertime. It'll be beautiful. South Pacific, Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, or Great Barrier Reef, etc.
So the T-shirt that Ilana's wearing is from
Vanuatu.
Mystery Island in Vanuatu. That was
on the Sun Princess.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Now, there's two ships that I'm really sorry to have seen go. Yes. One of them is still round our waters in a different fashion. G'day, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
It's here in a different fashion. It was the Golden Princess.
Oh.
Yes, that was our first cruise ship.
So
it was ours
too. It was our honeymoon.
You too?
Yeah. And the Golden is now with P&O Australia.
It's the Pacific Adventurer.
Yeah, that's right. And it'll be, we will see it only because
she'll be sailing, home porting in Sydney.
She'll be, so we'll go on one of them and see how we go.
Well, we heard some news today about Virgin and the newest ship.
The
third ship, I think.
No,
not the Scarlet Lady. The anyway, home porting.
In Brisbane
next year, towards the end of the year here. In Australia, doing a few cruises out of Sydney.
That's very exciting for you guys.
Yes, at the end of 23. So that will be another option, which is fantastic for us because we don't get an awful lot of options here.
John, very quickly, it's 14:20. So how are you, my friend? This is our greet between J&N Travels and I. He gives me the time there and I give him the time here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
So I'm just going to flick through the chat while we're busy chatting. So now tell me, what was your most memorable cruise?
They've all been. Antarctica stands out because
it's just remarkable.
It was just it was an incredible journey, and it was a month before the world went crazy.
That makes it even better.
We got on the ship in Buenos Aires, and then when we got off after we went around Santiago, Chile, 18 days, 16 days? I don't know. It was a couple of weeks. We got off and it was a big deal. Yeah. It was a really big deal. To get on the airplane, they wanted to know if you'd been to China. It was just all these questions. So, but
it would have been amazing because you're so remote down there, and then all of a sudden to come back into this storm of, well, what's going on? Like,
very much so.
And it was the captain's last journey that he had been planning before he either retired or moved to a different ship. He was
retiring.
And so he lived it up.
He took us to places that weren't even on the itinerary.
Right.
So
we went.
That's awesome.
It was really awesome.
Stuff,
yeah.
So
maybe that was our favorite.
Which ship was that on again?
The Coral Princess.
Coral Princess.
So we did get off and actually step foot on Antarctica. They had flights that were supposed to go from Ushuaia, Argentina, right there at the bottom of Argentina over, but it was too windy, and so they didn't go. And so, but that's okay. We got to see it. So,
and what wildlife did you see there?
Oh, lots of penguins. Seals.
And a lot of whales in Charlotte Bay. In fact, I did a 360 video that is up on our channel that shows the whales that we saw.
Brilliant.
G'day, Blaine. How you going?
Go ahead and say hi to your
Laurie is saying Alaska is really worth it.
Yes.
No, the question, is Alaska really worth it?
Yeah, you're right. It is a question.
Yes. Yeah. And for us, it's just a short hour and a half flight, and it's a whole world away.
It is.
And so it's just
we like.
Yeah. The whales, the seals, the dolphins,
the
crab, the lobster.
Oh, Philip, really? Cruising is like lovemaking. You always remember your first time.
That's probably true, It's probably very true, I think.
Indeed.
You would remember your first time. We actually have Qantas and I think Air New Zealand do scenic flights over Antarctica.
Yeah, there's
we have watched those
videos, yes.
They usually tend to do them towards New Year's Eve, actually, I think.
Particularly, Folks, just very quickly,
Hi, Harvey.
Here's the link to Let's Go Travel Tips. Folks, if you haven't seen them, please go click on their link, go in and check them out. And I think you will fall in love with the way they do things the way we have. So keep it up. Get in there.
We have fallen in love with you guys, just so you know.
That's cool.
Very
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Allison, I want to ask you, when I watch you, you're always, your news, you've got so much information and knowledge. And I'm always fascinated when people come on and talk about, what's happening in cruising, like where you get your information from. How do you know all this?
Well,
we make it up.
Do not.
You got one of those sticks as well.
I read, so I usually, every day I look at the all of the cruise lines websites and see if I see any changes or kind of what's going on with them. And then I try to read all of the news stories that just come out about cruise news. I subscribe to these cool people who have, it's called Cruise Hive, Hive. They are based in Wales. You guys, have you seen them? So I subscribe to that and try to keep my eye on that. I just try to keep, I just read a lot of news stories. I try to stay on top of things, read all the cruise lines websites. Now, some people have been so kind to send me updates about what's going on their ship. And so that is really kind of people to help out with that.
And one of the things I like about your show is that we're part of the family. So if you're intending to make that a feeling, it's working really well because that's the way we feel.
Thank you.
Well, that's how we look at it. It's like you are part of us. And so I'm glad that people feel that.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I have a question from Blaine at Rayleigh Creative Travels. His question is, does Allison and Gordon plan on getting on Wonder of the Seas?
Yes, we do.
It would be
plan
nice,
on
yes.
it. We were hoping to get on it while she was still here in the United States before she goes to Barcelona for the summer. But we have a grandson that's due to be born tomorrow. And then we have our other children that we have not seen.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll see when he actually shows up, but tomorrow's the day. And then our other children who live in Boston who have not come the whole pandemic time, you've maybe heard me say before, they are going to come and they're going to stay until like the second week of May. They're coming for a long time. And so, which is lovely.
Yes.
But it makes it so we need to stay home. And so that kind of got rid of my thinking of picking up a cruise on Wonder of the Seas while she was sailing out of the United States. But we will get on her. I don't know if it will be in Europe this summer or if it will be next year. We'll just have to see.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
But everybody, you guys maybe noticed everybody was streaming live from the Wonder of the Seas today. Did you guys see that? Like everybody. So
the big celebration starts. Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on ships just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger?
Oh yeah.
They aren't they? Just huge.
Yeah. And the other thing is partly like you, we also have work.
Yeah, we work.
Yeah.
We work and save our money to go on a cruise.
That 4-letter word, and it doesn't give you a choice. You know, it starts with W, ends in K, and there's no or in between. You either get it done or you don't.
Exactly. And you have to, as you know, you have to pay your bills. That you can't not.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just very quickly, I just wanted to say g'day to Paul Vines and also Ashley Ratliff.
Hi, Ashley. We said hello to Harvey.
Yeah, we said g'day to Harvey. Harvey's a Kiwi, so like we can really talk properly between him and us.
Thank you. Put up Cindy's. Yes.
Cindy is saying, reach out to me if interested in the cruise. I've been processing payments like crazy the last few days. There is still time, but rooms are limited at this point. So act fast if you'd like to go. Mm-hmm. So this is really important, folks. This is for our group cruise. And I reckon now's a good point to actually just stop and just put on our video. So, folks, let's have a look and see what cruise. Yes, what can I say? That's going to be an amazing cruise. We're so looking forward to it.
Super excited. We're using our oh gosh, I'm having a senior moment. What do we call that? Our packing cubes for the first time.
Yeah, that's right.
We're being super organised. Packing cubes this time. All sorts of things going on.
Now I've got to bring this up.
He's got he's allocated. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. He's allocated for his luggage 1 Ziploc bag.
Yeah, thanks.
Little plastic Ziploc. His allowance is 1 pair of underpants, a pair of socks, and a toothbrush and toothpaste. That's it.
That's all you need.
That's all he needs. That's it. And I get 2 suitcases.
Yeah, right.
We're allowed to
Seriously.
Yeah.
Laurie, right now there is no itinerary for this particular cruise, so We're just waiting on the itineraries to be put out before we can put up any pricing on that particular cruise. But boy, start saving now. It's going to be an absolute screamer of a trip. We're going to have an absolute ball. We're just deciding on whether we go to the South Pacific or whether we go to New Zealand or we do around Australia.
But we're not sure of the cruise line. We're thinking Princess would probably be our best bet for Aussie.
Of course it is, because we've been on it. Come on.
Daniel, Resilient Lady, thank you. It was
the Resilient Lady. Yes, that's right.
Coming here.
Now, I'm just looking here. There's Matt from Fantastic Studios.
Hey, Matt and Kibra.
Matt's, look, I don't know about the other riffraff that have come in to have a look at our show, and this is our background, right? But I just wanted to apologise profusely for taking the chat away from all the important things you had to say.
You're not sorry at all.
But Kimbra did do a good job, I must admit. So, okay, there we go. I've been nice. Now let's move on.
Your apology rings very hollow, Sean.
Really? just ask Todd.
Just blame him on everything.
Just ask
it
Todd.
Was heartfelt. I felt it.
You felt it? Oh, thank you, Gordon. So what do you guys do in order to pay for cruising?
Work.
We work a lot. We probably don't spend money on some things maybe somebody else does. I don't know. We drive old cars.
Yeah.
We kind of just.
Our newest car is 15 years old.
Sounds like mine. Yeah.
Is that what you guys
It's
do
younger
too?
than his car.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. We just try to. We don't eat out a lot. We just try to save our money.
Yeah. We
And
know
one of
about
the
that.
things, one of the things that we've discovered about people from the US is you have accessibility to cruising way more than we do. And from your point of view, for you to do a short cruise is no big deal.
And you have a lot to choose from, like short 3-day.
Whereas Australia is so far from anybody. For us, a 3-day cruise is to Tasmania and back. Well, no, not quite. It's about an overnight ferry. But, I mean, everything is so far away.
It takes you 3 days to get anywhere to begin with. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And those plane tickets are so expensive to,
don't tell me about it.
when you come from here, because we've looked at them to you guys in there.
Yeah.
It is indeed expensive. Yeah.
Well, actually, for you to come here is far cheaper than for us to come to the States because the exchange rate at the moment, and I've just picked up some US dollars just this week. Wow, the exchange rate is $1 Aussie only gets us about 70 cents.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That is very expensive. Yeah.
Ashley asked the question, did you see any polar bears in Antarctica?
They're in the north.
They're only in the north.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I had to ask the question.
penguins,
Lots of penguins.
Yeah.
Do you know that Australia has penguins? Did you know that?
I didn't really know that, but I guess that makes sense.
It does.
We have them right here in Melbourne too that you can go in the evenings.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Yep.
They're called fairy penguins. They're little ones, but they come out in the evening and you can go and watch them.
No, they don't have a wand.
They're very cute.
I will have to see that when
Yeah,
we come.
that would be fun.
When you come here, yes, when you do.
So I'll be honest with you. When you guys come down here, you need a month. Australia is not a 2-week trip.
Yeah.
I believe it.
There's just so much to see. So there's congratulations for your new grandbaby.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lori.
Thanks.
And Blaine is saying, today was a wonder stream. I can
It
imagine.
was like everybody was streaming on there, weren't they? It was fun to see, though.
And Matt is saying that our background is quite nice.
You have the best background. You really do. I love you guys' background.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice and bright.
It's beautiful.
And I know this is way back in the early stages of the chat, so I'm just trying to find. And folks, if I've missed you, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to get through as much as I possibly can.
They haven't got Lego sets yet. Oh dear.
Spaghetti ice. Yes. Well, if you know Darian from Magnificent Germany with Darian, He's based in Georgia. He just absolutely loves Germany, and he does a whole lot of things on Germany. And he's got this favorite food of his called spaghetti ice, which is actually ice cream made to look like spaghetti. And there is a place down here in Melbourne that does make it. So we've got everything. You know, you can travel around the world just by eating around Melbourne.
By here. Yeah, come
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. How magnificent.
It will be a great cruise. Y'all, yes, it will be.
I'm
It
sure.
will be a cruise.
We just love the way that people from the South speak. I mean,
Oh, I do too. I could listen to them all day long. Yeah.
I mean, we thought
This y'all, I love it.
I thought Australians had a problem because Aussies, when they speak, they don't open their mouths. It's to keep the flies out. And then what happens is when you're busy speaking, so the words become very elongated because you don't want to open your mouth. And then they slam a whole sentence into one word. So that way the mouth stays closed very quickly, like, g'day, how you going? One word.
Now, you may not be aware that Sean is not actually from Australia. I don't know whether you know. He's actually South African.
Oh, I didn't realize
Wow.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
So when he came to Australia, he really struggled
Oh, boy, did I ever.
with little idioms that Aussies say.
Yeah, like, for example, when we were asked to go and visit some people, and they said, and when you come along, bring a plate. Okay, what does that mean to you?
Do you have that
Bring a
expression?
plate.
But they're saying to bring a dish of food.
There
Like
you
a
go.
side dish? Oh,
Okay.
We brought the
An empty
plate. Yep.
that's what I would have done. We would have
These
done the
poor
same
people
thing.
don't have enough crockery to go around for your guests. So we have to bring our own empty plate. And see you later.
Oh, see you later. Well, that was even okay. So we had this glass inset in our coffee table that when the shipment came, the glass inset broke. So we got a glazier to replace the glass inset, and then he said, "Okay, folks, see you later." And so we waited the whole day for him
To come back.
Now, to an Australian, "See you later" means goodbye.
Oh. That's really cute.
Matt, in answer to your question, what activities will there be on the group cruise? First of all, it'll be the same one that you did when you did the Horizon. And second of all, you'll just have to wait and see. It is a group cruise after all. Meg goes, hooray, she didn't get blamed for that one. I'm just flicking through very quickly, folks, hoping that I'll catch up with everybody.
Oh, Amy,
Amy, yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, we'll bring a set of if we can fit it in our
that'll
bag,
be
we'll
fun.
bring that as well. Yeah, Rob, you've been setting everybody up with that question, and I've just answered it. Those are the activities. Wait and see. I'd like to. Meg said she would just like to go play that with all if she could.
Yeah, we wish you could, Meg.
Yeah, Meg. Well, you know what? Hopefully you come to the pre-cruise meetup, and we'll do some sort of stuff that you'll never get home. But anyway, so if you guys are open to it, on the for October, our cruise leaves on the 15th, but on the 14th we're having a meetup in Miami. So if you guys are open to it, pop down and visit us. Come and join in. We spend the night there, and you can spend a couple of days there if you wish, and then just do as you wish or join us on the cruise.
Okay, you're sure nice. Well, we
I
booked you
know.
that Love Boat cruise that leaves on the 22nd of October.
Well, there you are. So if you come in...
But it's out of Los Angeles.
It's out of Los Angeles. But
It's a
we'll
shame
look
it's
and see how much plane tickets are to Miami.
Yeah. It's
Like,
only a 6-hour flight.
We're open to the idea, aren't we, love?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're open to
Okay.
the idea. Let us look and see what we can do.
That'd be
you
nice.
very much.
First of all,
Never sure
I
what.
just clicked through at the beginning and I missed Arthur. G'day, mate. How you going? Now, Arthur is based in Adelaide, and Adelaide are getting it a little bit harder than we've had. So, yeah. So, hope everything's going well. Arthur does some amazing
His
photography.
is fantastic.
Really good. Yeah, a couple
Nice
of
to
people
see you,
saying,
Arthur.
yeah, no,
it's been a while.
it has been a while.
We were talking about you just the other day.
When Gary retires, Sharon, he's retiring next week. So you're going to come down to Australia
retire
next week?
quickly so that you come down.
Just hurry up. Get down here. Okay, so Stream Elements has put up, for those who asked, the details for Cindy, who is our travel agent for the group cruise. So please click on the link or go and chat to Cindy. There they are.
Awesome.
Yes, Captain Billy, I am. Where is he? There he is. Yes, I am. Yes, we are, because, especially the people who are black, they've got really frizzy hair, and yes, it looks like it's bald. Us white guys, we've been pulling our hair so much that, yes, we're all bald. Amy would have thought just to bring a plate. Yeah, that's what we thought. But the plate is to be full of food, yes. Okay. Folks, what does supper mean to you?
Dinner time.
Just dinner.
Yeah, it's the same to a South African.
No.
To an Australian, supper is the thing you have at about 9 o'clock in the evening.
You often go out for supper. We have coffee and maybe a dessert, coffee and cake. You go out for supper.
Oh, really? That sounds lovely. We should do that here.
I don't know if I
You
need that.
go to the theatre or the cinema, and then you finish, and then you go after for supper.
Now, Gordon,
coffee and whatever.
Gordon is an expert at this one. Matt brings up the question. He heard that there will be shoeies, but he only wears flip-flops.
Oh dear.
So, we could fix that, Matt. There are ways that you can do shoeies through flip-flops, but we'll talk about that when you're on the cruise. But Gordon, you're almost an expert. Almost. You came that close, and then we lost you. And I reckon you did that on purpose. You kicked the power cord.
Out.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
that was his exit strategy.
The camera just died.
Yeah. That's your excuse, and you're sticking to it. Laurie is singing the Love Boat. Man,
tell us about the Love Boat cruise.
Yes.
It was supposed to be going on this week.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, like this week out of Los Angeles on the Majestic Princess. And it was supposed to have like the crew members from the original TV show. Yep. And they said that they had to rearrange the cruise because the crew members couldn't come, like the actors couldn't come this week after all. So they moved it to October 22nd, and it's still out of Los Angeles, but now it's on the Discovery Princess. And so it's the Mexican Riviera, like to Cabo San Lucas and Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta, 7 days. And so we're just going to go because they're supposed to have a lot of like trivia and just fun things, like a 70s, wear your 70s clothes, little disco party. And so we just thought it sounded like a lot of fun. So.
D. Adams, Gordon does do shoeies. He came that close.
Yet to be seen.
Diane, I just love you.
In answer to Philip's question there, what is Durex? And Durex, I believe it's a sticky tape.
Oh.
I could be wrong though. For some people,
it is.
Matt is saying camera died. That is brilliant. Well done, Gordon.
I wasn't here. I couldn't tell you what happened. So.
Blaine is saying in Alabama, supper is an evening thing.
Mm-hmm. It's dinner. Yeah.
Blaine is also saying Sean could have been an actor if they had a circus. He would make the nice clown.
Oh.
Well, yeah, okay. I could live with that one. There we go. Durex in England is a sticky tape, but in Australia it is something else. So when in London I asked for some Durex, I got confused. And Philip.
Oh.
Philip, that's underhanded, my friend. Durex is a condominium. It's a place you live in.
Okay.
Laurie, Disco trivia on the Love Boat. What fun.
Oh, yeah.
We'll tell you guys about it. Yeah, it was really fun.
We're there. Disco.
Yeah.
That'd be fabulous.
Maybe you guys could stay and just like come over to Los Angeles and come on that cruise too.
You know what? We would love to, but when you run your own business, you know what it's all about.
You got to be home to do that.
We can't close for that amount of time. It's our busy period too coming up.
Oh, I
understand towards the end of the year.
Oh, and also we've got a nephew who's getting married.
Got a wedding as well. Yes.
Yep. So that's going to be interesting. Yep. So that's fun.
That is
so.
Fun.
I need to do this video because you folks had an integral part in it. You did a session for us. Mm-hmm. You guys made some cash for us.
We thank you for that.
It is to do with Helping Hands for Cruising. So let me play this. This is Kenny's favorite song.
Okay.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans aren't an obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
And yes, that is an awesome video. I want to thank FatMat Adventures for putting that video together.
Incredible.
It has certainly put the message across.
Yep.
It is just amazing. And I want to thank you guys for your efforts on that day. It was absolutely
Much
awesome.
appreciated.
Oh, it was just so much fun.
Thanks for
Yes,
thank you.
Thank
We
you
were
for
honored
allowing
to be
us.
asked.
Yes, very much so.
So I just wanted to have a quick chat here. Arthur is leaving us. Thank you, mate,
Thank
for
you, Arthur.
popping
Nice
in.
to see you.
Really
You take
appreciate seeing you. So take care, stay safe, and don't stress, mate. You guys will be cruising with us soon. No problems. We've got a talk about Durex now.
Yes,
so
I think Blaine's getting a little bit.
Blaine's getting a bit carried away,
stuck
and the
on
question
it.
and the question that everybody's asking Blaine is, how the hell does he know? Matt is saying, "Well done."
Tishbun.
Yeah, Tishbun. Yeah, that's it. And then Blaine is also saying he likes what Matt did there. So, yeah, that's cool. So, next cruise.
Well,
Well,
we just canceled a couple.
we just had to cancel the Alaska
Yeah.
Oh no.
because of our kids. I know, but you know, you have to put family first.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're
We're trying to decide if we're going to book they have that Baltic Heritage one
Yep.
that I mentioned in a video, and I think we're going to go on that
Yeah.
one. It's May 14th.
they took St. Petersburg off, and added a Berlin and a second night in Copenhagen. So
like an overnight.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't want to go into a political discussion here, but on the one hand, I'm sorry that they've dropped St. Petersburg, but on the other hand, there has to be a way that we've got to tell them enough is enough.
Oh,
Exactly.
I agree entirely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is I don't mean to make this a political discussion either, but if they took the ship there, I would not get off.
Yeah.
Because I don't agree with what they are doing.
Mhm.
So I think that it's good
So here's a question for you from Blaine from Rayleigh Creative. He's asking, any thoughts of Allison and Gordon ever doing their own group cruise?
Oh, we need to do that. We've had some people be so kind to ask us. And so we need to do that. We need to pick some dates, like in 2023 or 2024.
Yeah, we would like to.
Yeah, we would really like to.
Just a matter of
we need to do that.
taking the bite and doing it. Yeah.
So the reason why we decided to do our group cruise was very simple. I like meeting people. So there were all these people the other side of the world, and I just went, you know what? Why don't we just create a group cruise and get everybody together?
Yeah.
And that's really basically it. Because we're not cruising as individuals, we're cruising with mates. So let's get on and have fun with mates.
It's a really good idea. Yeah. And we love meeting. That's why we started this, because we wanted to meet people and
So Laurie is saying that the Baltics were on her bucket list for April. Now she doesn't think so.
I've been trying to decide. And you know what part of it is with me? And, none of us know what the future is going to hold. Like, we don't have that luxury.
Right.
But I just kind of, we have been to the Baltics before, but I kind of want to go. I have not been to Poland yet, and I want to go there. And I want to go to Estonia again. And then, and I want to do it before it changes so much from what it is. And hopefully it won't change soon. But what if it does?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I want to go see it. So I think we're going to, I think we're going to sign up. And I am certain, though, that if things get changed there enough that you can't go, they'll cancel it.
Oh, yeah. Princess, they'll take care of it.
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
I agree. Princess wants the best for its passengers.
Does. They're not going to put you in danger or worry. Yeah.
Crystal from Destination Delight asks a big question. The best tip to get a chair by the pool without having to get up at the crack of dawn.
Oh,
that's a tough one.
I think you do have to get up really early. Yeah. When we were on in January, I don't know if you guys saw our videos, but it was so empty. You could get a chair by the pool whenever you wanted. But usually it's really hard.
We saw and we were envious.
Yes.
Because remembering our Sun Princess, getting a chair by the pool was like,
I know.
How many elbows do I have?
It was impossible.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, and maybe the restart when it happens there in Australia might be similar, where they limit the number of people on there, and with us we also found some great deals. And so
our cruise in January we got for a song. That was a great
to be honest. We wouldn't mind a cruise to nowhere. We seriously would not mind a cruise to nowhere.
I agree with you entirely.
And they've been advertising. There's a few. There's Royal Caribbean. They've got a few here. But whether or not they're going ahead, we're still waiting for the startup date. They keep saying it could be soon. We just don't know.
We're supposed to have our cruise ban ending on about the 17th of March is what they say.
Wow.
But we're still hanging on because we've got an election coming up this year, so.
Well, there have been meetings, so that their meetings have been underway, so there is movement at least. So
there's movement at the station, as the word has got around.
And we have a federal election coming up too, so they want to hopefully get in before the election, so
and make people happy.
That might change.
So Blaine is just saying to people, you just have to get there early. They don't want you saving them, so first come, first serve.
Get up early. That's what we do when we want one usually on a cruise. You have to get up and get out there.
Otherwise we wimp out and we just pay the $20 and go to the
sanctuary.
That's not the same as being
No,
right by the
no,
pool.
you're not right
though.
by the pool.
Yeah.
No, you got no pool at the sanctuary.
No, it's just
Not right there.
Yeah. So.
Amy is saying, so they're saying, getting up early, and then it was, she's saying absolutely, and or on port days as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Laura is going, no firsties.
Yeah. Yeah. We just get up early, and you can take a nap there in the chair by the pool.
That's right.
And wake up like a lobster.
Right,
Philip is saying, use the ski principle, spend the kids' inheritance.
Spend the kid.
You
have to have an inheritance to spend. That's the problem.
Good
I've got the
point.
kids. They don't have the inheritance. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, guys. There's no inheritance.
Yeah.
That's how our children are. No inheritance.
Yeah.
Crystal is saying, do we have to say, look at the shark and watch everyone run and then take a seat?
There you
rather
go.
say, look at the whale.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. Oh, porpoises.
Do you know, when we were on the Sun Princess, I miss all the time whenever there's dolphin sightings. I mean, I've swum with dolphins here in Melbourne in our port, but I've always wanted to see them, next to at the bow of the ship, following the ship. So dolphin sighting. So I run. Everyone else sees them but me.
Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that, Laurie. Yes, we are crossing fingers that everything works really quickly.
Yes.
Well, if it isn't Sir Eric
Hello,
B.
Eric.
So Mr. Eric B. He's another person coming on our cruise.
Yes,
So
there's another
if
one.
you come to the meetup, you will meet him.
There are lots of channels, wonderful people,
fun.
and wonderful channels joining us.
Yeah, let's
I'm just flicking through. So, folks, you guys do have to come down and see us meet up at the meetup. So there'll be so many fantastic people. Well, so many fantastic people there. Matt is saying that they have 500 dolphins that live in Tampa Bay.
Fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
And then Captain Billy J is saying that he's going to meet up with Eric next week.
Wow.
So it looks like they're going to have some fun. So the cruise that gave you the most wonders why you were on it. So the most.
We went to the Norwegian fjords in 2018, and that was just incredible. Just to
the scenery was beautiful.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. The midnight sun. It did not go down at 12:30.
Yeah, it was still. It was still up. It was really cool.
But then, like she said, she's been to the Mediterranean 3 times. And the one time I got to go with her, that was the water was so crystal clear.
Well, so is their water.
There's just so many. It's just the last cruise was the best cruise.
Always the last cruise is the best one, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the fjords would be beautiful.
So
the closest would be New Zealand for us. We went to Fiordlands in New Zealand.
We have watched videos about your fjords in New Zealand. That's on our list.
So picture this. Sail out of Melbourne. You do 3 days, sea days. On the 3rd day, you sail into a place called Milford Sound.
It's about 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock, still calm, quiet, just a low mist. Whales.
And you're being escorted by porpoises, dolphins.
And it's we go in and the ship does a complete 360, so that at a 180, I should say, so that everybody it does a 360.
360
come out again, of course. So that everyone gets the opportunity to have a view, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, that sounds just breathtaking.
And then round Fiordland, so you get to look at all these mountains that are there. You get to see these tiny little waterfalls that are starting off, and then some of these others that are huge as time goes by. Absolutely stunning.
Wow.
We've got
it's the big meetup, isn't it, next week?
Yeah, it is.
Right.
We've got
realised
Code for Life. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here.
Oh, hey.
Core for Life. How are you guys?
Eric is wishing
Yes, that's for the
mega
meetup.
woo for the meetup. They're going to Helen, Georgia, I believe.
Yes, fantastic. Great meetup.
No Fiji and Bora Bora are on
No,
my
comma.
no.
Fiji
Yeah.
and Bora Bora, yes.
Gorgeous.
So
Well, if you want to know about Fiji, Laurie, you asked me. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where I grew up in Fiji, and we.
Is it
were there.
really?
Oh, wow.
Yes, Suva, Fiji, yes. And
Oh,
Sean and I went there. I took Sean on a
Ah.
nostalgic. Yes, but
it was awesome.
it was, yeah.
Was
we
it?
went, yeah.
And when we left, Ilana
Oh
cried
my
like
God, I
a
was
baby.
blubbering like a baby
I
because they
bet.
played the Fijian farewell song, and
Oh,
it just gets me. And anyway, so I'm on the deck there. People were looking at me. I was trying to sing it, and then blubbering away. Anyway,
That would be hard to leave again.
yeah.
We actually looked at the house where they lived in,
Yes,
so
yes.
so it
Did
was
you?
Oh,
School, we went to
awesome.
school. Yeah, it was
So
lovely.
Billy is agreeing that it is Helen, Georgia. Matt is saying that Fiji Island iguanas are beautiful.
Green, they
Oh.
are green and
Wow.
yeah. My
Wow.
best friend at school had a pet iguana. It was green. Oh, it was amazing.
Amy is saying that when she was in Wichita, one of her employees was from Fiji.
Okay, you can say Bula.
Oh,
beautiful.
And then Blaine is saying, good seeing you all. Time for his bed. Blaine, you don't sleep. You and Mallory do all sorts of things.
wow.
Seriously.
You go practice your Lederhosen dancing
Yeah, that's right, because you're going to be doing it with, what's his name?
with Darian.
Darian. I call it. Yeah, he's cool. He's great. Well, folks, we can chat for hours, but I know that it's getting close to your bedtime, maybe.
That's okay. It's all right.
Oh, that's cool. Then let's keep chatting. So, cruising Princess, you're going to be looking at Norwegian shortly. Any other cruise lines that you've been thinking about?
Well, Royal Caribbean, they seem to have a very loyal following, and everyone says that their ships are so magnificent. My sister went on Symphony of the Seas in November and said, you have to go on that ship. And so Royal Caribbean is on our list. Sometime I think we would like to do
Celebrity or
Holland America, maybe one of those. But
Yeah, I'd like to do celebrity.
or Cunard.
well, Cunard, someday we need to do a transit.
Very formal, you know that. Very formal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not. That won't
But
be quite as soon.
I'd
The
have
only
to
way
get a
to
new
do that
tax
would be-
my wedding one doesn't fit anymore.
I know the feeling.
You too? Yeah.
I know the feeling. Somebody has taken my suit and gone in and made it shrink.
Little pixies in the night have taken the seams in.
Yep.
It happens all the time.
It
Especially
does.
when you're cruising too. I find the sea air does something to your clothes.
Oh,
It does,
uh-huh.
doesn't
It
it?
tricks
Yeah.
them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I really don't eat much. I just eat. Yeah, right. I was just going to say, walk past the buffet, and I put on 30 kilos.
Well, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
hear
This
ya.
is not fair.
When we were in Antarctica, my belt broke. And I couldn't find a new one. And the guy said, "Do you really need one?" And I said, "Well, I guess they are staying up on their own now." So yeah.
We had a couple people mention, like D. Adams has mentioned the word transatlantic, and so Code for Life has agreed what to do a back-to-back. He wants to do a back-to-back on a transatlantic.
Well, that would just be lovely, wouldn't it? You
Yeah.
guys, that's a good idea.
It just takes a couple of bucks, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Everything does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Matt is
And for
saying that's
some
why
reason,
he
my
does.
boss wants me at work. So
Yeah.
There you go. There solves the problem of clothes shrinking.
Oh my.
There's a thought.
Well, actually,
There's a thought.
it's quite funny because Matt and Kimbra actually booked a
right.
date for their group cruise,
Oh yeah.
and then they went, "Oh,
been
interesting,
cancelled
it's
or
been
something."
cancelled." Who cancelled it? Well, there was a group that came in and said, we'll take over
They're
the
gonna
entire
charter or
ship."
whatever.
So they chartered the ship, for a nudie cruise. So Matt and Kimbra, their group cruise has been bumped to March of next year. So
okay. That's crazy. Yeah.
Laurie is saying she thought cruising on a transatlantic was less expensive. That's if you're going one way, Laurie.
The
We're talking about a back-to-back here.
Yeah.
I don't think Cunard would be pretty expensive.
I was going to say Cunard Transatlantic is more than like a repositioning, that could cross
Yes. How long would that cruise be? How long does it take?
A week.
Yeah, 7 days.
I think, isn't it a week? 7 days?
The Cunard ones are a week,
6 or 7 days. Yeah.
From Southampton to, where does it go? New York?
New York,
yeah.
and then back.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I think it's the Queen Mary too that goes back and forth all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So Billy is saying, sorry, Sir Captain Billy is saying, no clothes, no problems, a lot of stretch marks.
Oh, yeah, you
I'll
don't
go
know
with
where
that
to
one.
look, would you? Avert your eyes, goodness me.
And Laurie is agreeing that Cunard is mega dollars.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
But would be an experience, certainly.
it would be. Now, for you guys living in Utah, is it hard to get to a cruise port? Not knowing the geography.
Well, Salt Lake, so we're an hour south of Salt Lake, and Salt Lake is a Delta airline hub. So we can pretty much get on a single flight. We can get
nonstop,
nonstop. We can get to Fort Lauderdale, Los Angeles, or Seattle. So that takes care of those. Pre-COVID, they even had nonstop from Salt Lake to London, and Salt Lake to Amsterdam, and Salt Lake to Paris. So we could get to the European ones.
But they don't have those going.
No, not right now. They've not reinstituted those.
Those aren't going yet.
So Code for Life is asking, stating that Wish Princess would do a transatlantic back-to-back. We'd class that transatlantic as but that would be a repositioning cruise.
For Princess, they usually are.
Yeah. But that's a good idea though, Code 4 for Life, for all the people that want to do a transatlantic. That would be.
To be honest, one of the things I wouldn't mind which is on our bucket list, is getting on a cruise, whether it be Princess or whatever, doing a repositioning back to Australia.
Oh, wow.
That would be really nice. You know what? I was looking at one of those that goes like at the end of the Alaska season, doesn't one of them
goes back down there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Like from Seattle back down. Do you guys?
Yes. It's coming down here after Alaska, correct? So I can't remember which ship it is. One of the Princess ships.
Well, we're a little bit disappointed because we actually had booked on the Regal.
Our Regal trip was cancelled, and that was going to be a New Year's Eve.
That was going to be a New Year's Eve one.
Sail out of Sydney.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
So,
but you know that lovely pandemic that we need to have. So it put a kibosh on that one.
But as a result of us being stuck at home, this YouTube channel was created.
Correct.
And we have met amazing people.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Have a whole new family.
It is a whole new family.
It is.
Yeah.
Meg is saying she's got to love Delta hubs.
We're flying into Houston. We're flying in via Air New Zealand.
Wow.
We're flying into Houston, and then we're taking United down to
Fort Myers.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then spending some time with family there, and then we'll make our way over to Miami.
Oh, that's nice. You get to see family too. I'm glad.
And have a couple of days.
You've probably not seen them all this time, so that's really nice.
Well, my cousin I saw last year because my niece got married, but he's got 4 kids, which 2 of them I've never seen. So that was awesome. And he's got a brother living in Boston who I haven't seen in 45 years. So if he comes down south, that'd be interesting.
Be nice. But funnily
that
enough,
would be really nice.
Because of the family wedding that we've got when we come back, the cousins in Fort Myers will be coming. We'll be flying into Melbourne as well. Not together with us, but probably a couple of weeks after.
Oh, that's good. That's really nice.
Code for Life is saying that 2023, the Grand Princess goes from San Pedro to Australia,
does it?
29-day cruise.
That sounds
What
lovely.
are we doing those 29 days, honey bunch?
2023. Okay, we're looking at
24, 25 the next year. So let's see what happens.
Never know. We're looking at some short ones, possibly.
Laurie said glad she lives in Southern California. Good options for flights, but not Miami cruises.
Yeah.
But Southern California, you've got
It's Long Beach, isn't it?
Long Beach. You've got Long Beach where the port is there.
If I'm not
And
mistaken.
San Pedro.
Correct.
Yeah, 2 ports.
Oh, okay, cool.
And which other one? San Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's California.
They're real close.
Yeah, they're very close. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't bring that up. Okay, so you've said your best cruise. You've said your worst, not your worst, but your most interesting cruise.
Uh-huh.
What's been the most fascinating?
I think Antarctica.
Because it was just
Yeah.
unlike anything.
And we
that
went
we've
through
seen.
the Straits of Magellan and then up through the Chilean fjords with the hanging glaciers.
Yeah, like all this stuff we never had
Never
imagined.
knew about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just an eye opener. Again, it was just gorgeous. But then I guess Norway was the same way.
But the fjords are the fjords.
Yeah.
But
we knew
Antarctica
about the
is
fjords.
just, there's all these icebergs floating everywhere. And we had a really good naturalist on board that they would do a couple of lectures a day. So you learned and they were actually really good. So you learned so much of what you were going to go look at.
You had an iceberg spotter who was a former Navy icebreaker captain.
Oh, wow.
And he spoke
yeah.
But he would be out on the deck pointing out things, and it was
hard to go to bed at night.
I can imagine.
You don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
I think that was a huge bucket list thing for us. And I'm glad we went when we did. Yeah.
Did you go to the Galapagos as part of that trip? Was that
No.
was that included? No.
No. It was
We got off in Santiago, Chile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Code for Life is saying we were on that cruise, but changed it to 28-day cruise round trip from San Pedro, 28 to Hawaii, Tahiti on the Crown Princess.
Oh, you guys are on
Wow.
that cruise. Wow.
That sounds Tahiti.
Hawaii.
Gosh, that's my bucket list was Tahiti.
Mine too. Well, he went to Tahiti with his family.
Yeah, we flew down there for 2
we were
weeks.
married, before I even knew him. So
Absolutely gorgeous.
Paradise. I want to do have you heard of the ship, the Aranui?
No,
It's
I
a
haven't.
cargo. It's a cargo ship that has a few cabins, and it
My
goes
parents may have done that.
They went on a cargo
Yeah,
ship.
they've been on one to Tahiti.
Yeah. That's
through French
interesting.
Polynesia, and it goes to places
Yes.
that the cruise ships don't go. So you really
Yeah.
see the real Tahiti.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. I would love to do that.
We'll put that on our list to do.
See what you learn coming in a live stream.
We never
So
knew
many
about
good
that.
things.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous there.
Yeah.
Now, a bit of advice for us, if you don't mind. When we go on the horizon, you were doing some live streams from your balcony.
Uh-huh.
Any pointers?
So I was using OBS.
Yep.
And but I found how you can do multiple cameras within Melon and StreamYard.
Yep.
So I just took the Gorilla tripod, wrapped it around, took my GoPro and wrapped it around the railing.
Of the ship.
Huge, nice, long USB cable, plugged it into the side of the computer. And so then I had the 2 cameras. And so she was able to sit there and just talk to everybody. And you noticed, I don't know if anybody well, I'm sure everybody noticed I wasn't there. I was in the background, and I would watch it, especially when we were in port. So then I pulled up the live stream on here, and so I was able to then respond as well, and we could both just keep our dialogue going like we did. And we've had people say, well, why don't you do it up on the deck so we can all join it? And well, we kind of like having it there where we're focused on you guys. And
and up on the deck, they're playing a lot of loud music. And
yes.
so then it's hard for you to hear.
Right.
But also when YouTube goes to process it to leave it for anybody to watch, it's not going to keep the sound.
We won't like the music.
Yeah. So, but you also be aware that when the ship starts up its navigational equipment to like actually sail out, your internet takes a hit.
Yeah.
Maybe you knew that, but yeah,
That's a good point.
it really slows down, like hits the wall.
But all the viewers, of course, understand that.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to be there, and they love to see the sail
It's
aways,
really pretty.
the sunsets and everything. Just a lot of fun.
Because we like the sun. We like to see other people's sailaways. Is why we did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt was saying that the internet on the horizon is good, so that's okay.
Good.
And Meg was saying that sounded very techie.
If you're getting your setup together, Sean, and you want to ask him anything else, don't hesitate.
Yeah, happy to
Oh, he will.
tell you what I've done.
Don't worry, I'm not backwards in coming forwards.
You'll have your brain picked, Gordon. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, and with Melon, it looks like, to come from two cameras is a lot easier than what I was trying to hack together in OBS. And so
Yeah, to be honest with you, I started on OBS and I thought, no, this is too hard. So I just looked for the easy route and I just went down StreamYard or Melon. But we started off on StreamYard, but then moved across to Melon. So
Okay. Well, we'll take a look
seems
at
to
Melon.
work.
Yeah.
Seems to work
Looks
quite
beautiful.
well.
yeah. Kenny has done us a favor. He's put up your
Thank
link.
you, Kenny.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny. Good to talk. Good to see you, Kenny.
Very
Happy you're here.
kind. Yeah, hi, Kenny.
And if you guys do make it to the meetup, Kenny will be there beforehand. We are going to drag him by the head.
Well, of
Oh no,
course
he
he'll
had a
be there.
haircut.
He has to be there, doesn't he?
We've got Matt made another comment there saying Horizon has good outdoor spaces away from music and crowds. We did some streams there.
I've been reading what Dewey has just come off the horizon and had some interesting things to say about the horizon.
Yeah.
So,
What did he say?
We
yes.
did. We
Sorry,
did
Gordon?
one day out of Cabo San Lucas where we were out on the deck because La Arca was on the other side of the ship from our balcony.
Everything beautiful was on.
And we just
the other side.
pulled up our phone and just did it from there for about 15 minutes.
Now tell me, is the medallion all it's cracked up to be?
The app is not,
Yeah,
but the medallion is wonderful.
it's really nice.
Yeah, that you can order anything to you anywhere you are, and they just bring it. It's amazing.
Yep. And when you get your drinks at the bar, if you go up to the bar, I mean, they don't have to swipe the card anymore. They just look at it and say, "Here's your drink."
Well, it just
So-
comes up on their little thing.
Yeah, of who you are and so on.
What about once you're in the room? Does the lock keep on opening?
Nope, it understands where you're at.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And like one day I couldn't find my medallion, so I just went down to the front desk and they said, "It's in your room." I'm like, okay, I'll go look harder, and I found it. So, yeah, they really do know where you are if you have.
Did you go with a lanyard or did you go with say
The
one of the
wristband.
wristbands or?
I have the lanyard and then
Yeah.
he put his on.
I had a
his-
little thing I added on to the back side of my watch.
Ah.
So that then I would just,
So it was right
Pop
with
it
his
right
watch.
up there. yeah. And it held it really tight. So even when I went swimming, I didn't have to worry about it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
It worked
All
really
this
nice.
new technology.
It's incredible.
I know.
yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy. But yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, it worked
Very,
out
very
really
nice.
well.
Yeah.
Favorite drink?
Well, I'm always a Diet Coke girl, but a sunshine daiquiri is what I like if I'm like getting
Another
something different.
daiquiri. Yes, I'm a
Yeah,
daiquiri
those are
person
good.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you like?
Yes,
too?
I like
Yeah.
I have my favorite on Princesses. I have the strawberry daiquiri, pre-dinner strawberry daiquiri, always.
They're so
Yeah.
good. Yep,
Mm.
I'm with
yeah.
you.
And I kept getting the virgin pina colada.
He's not not adventurous with drinks. How about what are you guys' favorite drinks on Princess?
Well, we're not. As I say, I think I'm a daiquiri. I like a daiquiri. We're not huge drinkers. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. I'm not really into
We don't
alcohol. But I do like a daiquiri, as I say, pre-dinner, and I usually have mocktails during the day.
Yeah.
And for me, over dinner, it's either a beer or a wine. I don't drink much else.
We took our own wine, our favourite wines
okay.
on, a couple of bottles each, and that lasted us for the 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
Every night
wonderful.
over dinner, and
The corkage was still cheaper than buying a bottle on board.
well, that's it exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good.
And favorite meal?
The lobster on formal night, and the very first cruise that we did in Alaska, I kicked myself. It's like, wait a minute, I can do more than this. And so when we went to the Baltic, I said I would like 2 lobster tails, and they brought me 2. And as I was polishing off the second one, the waiter says, "Would you like 2 more?" And I said, "Absolutely."
Why not?
He was so full.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And
For
I
me,
pretty much always have a shrimp cocktail.
For me, it's Crown Grill.
Oh,
That was good.
It was really, yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I always get the New York strip there. What do you guys get?
I get the porterhouse.
The porter.
I
That's what he
had
likes.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had the lamb chops once. I went with during New Zealand because they're beautiful New Zealand lamb.
nice.
Oh, it was melted butter.
Was
Beautiful
it just
chops.
wonderful? Oh, that's
Beautiful.
lovely.
We should go out for supper soon here, right away,
We
when we're
should.
done here.
But we're planning. There's a Norman Love chocolate shop in Fort Myers. That's where his headquarters are.
Really?
So we're
Oh,
going to go and get our Princess Chocky dessert. So we're going to go and get a Norman Love chocolate
Nice.
when we're in Fort Myers. We're on a mission to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good to
'cause
know.
The Princess Chocky desserts are amazing.
They
Oh,
are.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Norman
Now-
Love Creations.
Now,
yes.
I've just got to fix up this young man here, Sir Eric. Mate, I'm going to very quickly change the spelling of Sir from SIR to CUR because there's no way known you're going to get me to drink
Foster's.
Foster's. Excuse me. That stuff is brutal.
We don't know. Aussies don't drink Fosters.
No, never. Meg said she's a steak girl, and Sharon said lobster's yum.
Lobster.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Eric
we're
is
landlocked here. So.
Yeah.
Eric is a fillet man.
Oh, we did have a good meal at Sabatini's. Do
Yeah,
you
we
remember?
did.
We did.
Sabatini's was all right.
We
Oh, yeah,
enjoyed
those are
our
good.
meal.
What was that? What was that Japanese place on
Oh, the Sun.
on the Sun?
The Sun Princess had a Japanese restaurant,
Oh, it did.
Nice.
and that was really, really lovely.
Man, that was awesome.
It was
Was
never
it just
busy though. It's interesting. It was always empty, and I don't know why.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, it's a shame because it was fresh
It
and
was
delicious.
it was beautiful.
Mm.
Is it-
Food
We
was
love
great.
we love Japanese.
Code for Life says loves the Crown Grill and Sabatini's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Alfredo's pizzas.
Yeah, and Code 4 for Life has a video on their channel showing the Crown Grill.
Yes. Did a very well
Oh.
job. Very good job.
Got to go and watch it.
well, we'll think Code for Life. You'll be getting 2 new friends.
Yeah.
Meg,
Okay.
I know you're starting to get hungry, so hey, listen, you don't sleep either. So 11:30 is like 11:30 a.m., not 2300. So go ahead, feed your face. That's fine.
We've got quite a lot of night owls, don't we?
Well, we do.
Mhm.
It's funny being the other side of the clock. I mean, you guys are you're headed down towards bedtime just when we're about to be starting our
It's
evening
only-
streams, and so it becomes
It's only early afternoon for us.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. It becomes interesting. Well, folks,
But we will let you go and get ready for nighttime.
we want to thank you so
Had a
much
great
for
chat.
coming on board.
Oh, this
Oh, thank you for having us. This has been
absolutely
wonderful.
delightful.
Oh, you've been most
Oh,
welcome.
no,
and thank you so much.
We wanted
have
we wanted
totally
to get a
enjoyed
hold
it.
of the couple that actually set brought us back in terms of our princess cruising love.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
thank you.
it's nice to have you guys on board. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you out. We'll say goodbye to everybody else, and then we'll just have a quick wrap up afterwards, if that's okay with you.
That's lovely. Okay.
So, folks, thanks for joining us.
Thank you
Just
all
to
for
give you a
joining us.
heads up, the next time we're on stream will be Wednesday evening, our time, which is 8 p.m., which will be Sparrow Fight your time
Sean will see you there.
on Wednesday morning. And then for us, Saturday next week at 2 p.m. Melbourne time, which will be 10 p.m. Eastern for those across the pond. Folks, thanks for coming on board. We'll catch up with you later, and have an awesome day, night, whatever.
Week.
Take care.
Bye.